Each week, we take a moment, sit down, and talk about things going on at the road in what we call the Road Detour.
Hey, welcome to the Road Detour. I am here with my friend, Brian Lewallen, and chairman of our Deacons. And so, Brian, we always start this off with just a little bit of fun.
Yes, I know.
All right. All right.
Favorite
so,
food.
Favorite food. What do you got, man? What do you got? Where do you and Tony go when y'all want to eat out?
It's either Mexican or pizza, usually.
Okay,
Hideaway.
Hideaway pizza. Hideaway pizza is pretty good, brother.
Ted's, I guess.
Ted's, you ever been to Los Vaqueros?
Yeah, we used to go to the one in
On the other side of town?
yeah, and it was good.
I'm a Los Vaqueros fan.
Yeah,
Yeah.
There's one on Air Depot too.
Yeah, that's the one we go to. Yeah.
yeah, we used to do that quite a bit.
So what's a date night look like for you and Tony?
Usually dinner and a movie.
Dinner and movie?
Last movie we saw was probably, I don't know the name of it. It was the one Isaac and where Abraham took Isaac.
Yeah, The Sacrifice.
Yeah, that was the one.
We had a whole bunch of people from church that went to that, and I cannot remember the name of it either. Somebody will put it in the comments of what the name of that was for us. Favorite rock song from the 70s? I'm going to narrow it down.
70s.
Are you a rock fan? Country fan? It can be any song.
Boston. Anything Boston.
Boston?
80s.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. 80s. How old are you, Brian?
Shoot. 58.
So, no, I was going to say, are you 10 years younger than me, man? Because I'm a 70s guy. I love the 70s era rock.
Just
On the tail end of that.
yeah. In high school, the 80s was,
Yeah.
early 80s. I graduated high school in 83, so
Very good.
late 70s, early 80s.
Favorite movie?
No. I liked all the John Wick movies.
John Wick?
Yeah,
Okay.
that
John
was
Wick,
good.
yeah. Well, so we're here to talk pastor, minister appreciation. There's some things I'm going to share because we've been looking a lot at this. We've been looking at a bunch of Tony Morgan. He's a great church growth guy and writes a lot of cutting-edge stuff. And there's a lot of numbers out there that they play with, and things all switched up after the COVID years and how churches are staffed. But the numbers they're pushing right now are for every 65 attenders at your church, you need one full-time staff member. It's kind of where they fall. I know.
We're way behind.
We are, but I want our people to know that right now, I think, if my count's right, we have 8 full-time ministers. And we are running somewhere between 2,000 and 2,100 people on a regular basis. We have times we've been up to 2,375, and there's times when we're down at 1,800. But by and large, right now, we average somewhere between 2,000 and 2,100 people. And so our ratio is off. And really, only way we can do that is we have great volunteers. We have the most incredible volunteers ever that support our staff. But in light of Minister Appreciation Month, I just want our people to know our ministers kill it.
Absolutely.
They are phenomenal in the hours they put in, the passion they have for the job, the teamwork that goes in. I love to get to work with the people I get to work with. And this Sunday, we're going to have prayer for our ministers. Our men's ministry is going to lead out in that. It's going to be a part of our normal service. It'll be worked into our worship order. And going to invite you to be here and be a part of that. But we're going to talk just about a couple of ways maybe people could express their gratitude to our ministers.
Yeah, I think something that you've preached before was praying for you guys, and not just saying you're going to pray for them, but actually, if you say you're going to do it, please do it.
Right.
And I think, I grew up a preacher's kid, and I know the life, I know everything that goes through it. You just can't give prayer enough credit, and especially as many folks as we got in this church. That's a lot of praying.
So, great idea. In the next couple of weeks during the month of October, grab children's minister, preschool minister, youth minister, one of our associates. You can go right on the spot. Just, hey, can I pray for you? Can I just stop, look at them, thank them for what they do, but then offer up a prayer for them? I think that's a great idea.
Absolutely.
Great idea.
And I can remember back in the day when we were much lighter than we are nowadays, where we would collect money. And I understand that
Yeah.
we budgeted that kind of stuff, but you can still, as individuals, show your appreciation to ministers that way. You know,
Look,
take them out to dinner or something like that.
here's where we are as a church. It's impossible for everyone to express gratitude to everyone on staff in the same way. Pick somebody. We have a philosophy here: do for one what you wish you could do for all. Pick a minister.
Yeah.
And bless them. Bring them a Sonic drink, right? Doesn't have to be huge. Just do something that lets them know you were thinking about them and you are grateful for them. And it'll change their day. It'll encourage them in what God has called them to do.
Yes.
Anything else, brother?
I could probably think of a lot of stuff, but you put me on the spot here.
You know, we've had a great year. We baptized more people this year than we ever have in the history of the church. God's been really, really good to us.
It amazes me to see it every year, that especially since COVID. There were so many question marks going into COVID and what the church was going to look like, what the staff would look like even. But God has been so good to this church, and I hope that we as a church recognize that and will have a little more faith in that, especially as we get ready to dive into this big building project.
You know, I got to be out of town 2 weeks ago and visit with some people who attend other churches, and a common theme I heard from talking with them was we've never recovered from COVID, is that our post-COVID attendance has not gotten back to what our pre-COVID attendance was, and thank the Lord that ours has not only gotten there, it's much exceeded it, and we're grateful for that, but there are still a lot of churches struggling. Still a lot of bodies of believers who once you lead people to do something for as long as COVID led us to do it, to watch online, to reverse that process and have actual church attendance, it's a difficult task.
And once again, I think that's just an applause to you and the staff, how not that y'all single-handedly got us through COVID, but just the support, Jason, all the work that he did for the online stuff, all the stuff that the ministers did. And our people probably don't even know this, but our tech crew helped some other churches get that went from zero online presence to having an online presence just to help them get through that time. And again, we got great people working here, and we're thankful for them. Thankful for you guys. You guys are a great group of deacons. Y'all work with us and not against us, and you encourage us and you pray for us, and you make visits. And I used to say this all the time at dinner with the pastors. There's not a deacon that serves here that I dread see coming. And that's probably never been true. I hate to say that, but it's probably never been true anywhere I've served. Is that, man? There's just nobody that I dread seeing coming. Everybody's on the same page and moving in the same direction. It is, and most of us have been together for
long time.
A lot of people going way back and knowing the past of the church and everything, and just bringing newer people in as we got older as a group. And we're here. We're here to serve. We're here to support the staff.
Well, man, I appreciate you. Love you. Love your family. And thank you guys for taking the time to tune in to The Road Detour.